Welcome! Every week I go through the news services from around the world looking for weird weather events, and then I summarize them in a video like this. And this video is covering the week ending the 26th of October 2019. Now, my apologies for being tardy in doing this for the last few weeks, but I've been 1, very busy, 2, I went on vacation, which is novel in and of itself, and 3, I had an operation on my right hand which made typing and mouse using a very painful process. So enough with the excuses, let's get on with finding out what happened this week in weather. Okay, let's start with the 21st of October, where a dam collapsed in Siberia, killing 15 people. Apparently heavy rains weakened this earthen dam and it eventually collapsed. 15 are confirmed dead, 9 are hospitalized, and 6 are missing. And frankly, I would not like to be the guy that's running that bulldozer across the top of this new dam, because the new dam looks a lot thinner and a lot more fragile than the old dam. I'm sure that you've heard some say that sea levels are rising, you can't see it happening. Well, first of all, it is a slow process, but here is some solid evidence that it is. This is the Chesapeake Bay Visitor Center, and it's now being destroyed by the fact that rising sea levels are eroding away Fox Island, which sits out into the Chesapeake Bay. This museum was built just 50 years ago and is having to be closed because of this problem. Severe thunderstorms turned deadly this week. These spawned a tornado that hit Dallas. 4 people were killed in Oklahoma and Arkansas, and Memphis Airport had to be evacuated at one stage. Also, 2 schools were totally destroyed. If anyone should believe that weather conditions are not getting more extreme, then go talk to some Australians. Australia just experienced its hottest day in October for many decades, being 16 degrees centigrade above the average temperature for Queensland. Meanwhile, just a week before, South Australia had thunder snow. Go figure. Florida has been hit with yet another algae bloom, this time red tide. Tropical storm Nesta seems to have been responsible as it pushed the red tide close to Florida's western shores. It's caused a large number of fish to die and also can cause respiratory problems in some people. Deadly rainstorms have hit southern Europe. There were 3 dead in France, 3 more died in Spain and Italy. And a place called Béziers, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing right, got 3 months worth of rain in just 6 hours. A few slides back we were talking about the hot weather in southeast Australia, but that is going along with a major drought there. The rivers and lakes are drying up, and many communities are in danger of running out of water. This is rather reminiscent of what was happening in India a few months ago before the monsoon rains hit. A Category 4 cyclone has formed in the Arabian Sea on the 26th of October. It's called Cyclone Kia. Its winds are intensified from 90 miles an hour, which is Category 1, to 150 miles an hour, which is Category 4, in just 12 hours. It's heading west towards the Arabian Peninsula, and it's the first supercyclone to form in this area for over a decade. However, it doesn't seem to be following a course that will impact land any time in the foreseeable future. A tropical storm has formed in the Atlantic at an unusually late date. It's called Tropical Storm Pablo, and it's meandering around in the middle of the Atlantic and doesn't look as though it's going to impact land. The big news here in the United States as far as weather is concerned is the hot, dry weather on the west coast and the extraordinary winds that have been fueling wildfires. Over 100,000 people have been evacuated both in Northern California, just north of San Francisco, and near Los Angeles, in 2 big fires that are burning there. 1 death has been confirmed already, and there are power outages for nearly 1 million people in 38 counties across the state. Now, the problem with this seems to be that the power lines are sparking these fires, so they have to turn the power lines off. Hopefully the power company will pay for all of this damage. Tropical Storm Olga hit some of the Gulf states this last week. There's 115,000 people in Louisiana without power as a result of trees falling down and down power lines. And even a tornado hit Seams in Alabama. Yet another example of heavy rain causing flooding occurred in Wales. There was a heavy overnight rain that caused widespread flooding, although the situation seems to be easing as the rain moved on. And that's all the news that's fit to print. So until next time, stay safe and goodbye.